Hey everybody, it's Jennifer with the Family Fudge and welcome to Bunches of Lunches. This week we're starting our kitchen remodel. The lunches are going to be a little bit tricky to make without a kitchen. We're also spending some time getting ready for Hurricane Dorian, and since summer break is almost over, we're spending as much time at Disneyworld as we can. So come along with me today as I share our lunches for the week, and I'm also going to be sharing some day in the life moments as well. Hey guys, and happy Monday! Now the plan for this week is to eat lunch at home as much as possible. So instead of a lunchbox, I'm gonna go ahead and use our regular kid trays. I get these at Walmart, and this is what my kids use for things like dinner and breakfast every day around the house. So for today's lunch, I've decided to go with pizza because I'm really trying to use up things that I have on hand in the pantry and the fridge. And I've had these pizza crusts for quite a while. These are just pre-made, store-bought pizza crusts. They're actually really good, and this pack comes with 3. So even though there's only 3 pizza crusts here, that's definitely going to be enough to feed all 4 kids. So instead of just making the regular pepperoni pizza, I wanted to make something a little bit different for today's lunch. So to these pizza crusts, the first thing I'm going to add is just a little bit of this jarred pizza sauce. But then I'm also going to add just a little bit of this really tasty barbecue sauce. This is not very spicy at all, but it does have a good sweet and savory flavor. So I'm just combining both of these sauces, and I'm going to spread it all over my pizza crusts. Next, I'm going to add a pizza staple, which would be mozzarella cheese, of course. Now, instead of adding pepperoni, I'm going to go ahead and add some bacon. This is fully cooked bacon, so it's going to be nice and quick and easy. I'm just going to cut it up and add it to the top. Now this next pizza topping is a little bit controversial. That's right, pineapple. I know some people really like pineapple on their pizza and some people really don't. Let me know in the comments down below if you are for or against pineapple on your pizza. The last thing I'm going to add to these pizzas is just a handful of shredded cheddar cheese. This is going to melt on top of the pineapple and the bacon. So not your average pizza, but I think the kids are gonna love it. Now I am actually making 4 lunches here, 1 for Griffin as well, but it's kind of hard to fit all 4 trays in this shot. So I'll go ahead and show you how I built the rest of the lunch with just 1 tray. Now to go along with this pizza, I'm also going to be adding some celery sticks. I already washed these and cut them in half. So I'm going to add about a handful of these right back in here. Next, I'm going to add a star-shaped silicone cup. I'm going to be adding some ranch, just a little right into there. In this front section, I'm going to go ahead and add some fruit. Since I had leftover pineapple from the pizza, I thought I'd go ahead and give the kids the rest of it to eat with their lunch. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add a special sweet treat. Now, these colorful squares are actually Rice Krispie treats, but instead of using just all Rice Krispie treats, I went ahead and used half Fruity Pebbles. So these are like little fruity Rice Krispie squares. These are super easy to make and really delicious. I'm just going to add 2 little squares to the lunch and decorate it with a crayon pick. I think the blue one for Jackson's lunch will be perfect. And then of course, to go along with this, since we're at home, the kids are just gonna drink some water. Now here we have the trays for the big kids. For my toddler, I'm giving him the same thing. He'll just get less pizza, and he doesn't eat celery. Okay guys, lunchtime is over. As you can see, the pizzas were a big hit, but for some reason Jackson was just not into the pineapple because he didn't eat any of it. Okay guys, so after lunch on Monday, I forgot to video our activities, but I did get some pictures. The first thing we did is we went and picked up a second-hand costume for Griffin. He decided not to be the fireman for Halloween, and now he's going to be Woody from Toy Story instead. I think this is so cute, and it definitely looks a lot more comfortable than the fireman costume that he was going to wear. After that, we headed to Epcot for the evening, where I caught these 2 holding hands as I walked in. When we got there, it was looking like a bright, shiny day. We were all super excited because now Griffin is 40 inches, so he can go on all the big kid rides with us. But then right around dinner time, we ended up having to leave because it started pouring and there was thunder and lightning and so much rain.
And just like that, we're ready to go home. There's this crazy storm upon us right now and we are soaked. It's still fun, but I'm ready to go home.
Hi guys, and welcome to Tuesday. It is bright and early and my voice is cracky, but today is an exciting day because we will be hopefully saying goodbye to this kitchen. Now originally we thought we would just go ahead and repaint these cabinets, but we ended up finding a local company on Facebook. They had really good reviews and they gave us a very reasonable quote. So the plan is for them to actually change out the cabinets and the countertops and the backsplash. And today is tear out day. So today is actually day 1 of this remodel. Only thing that's going to happen today is everything is going to be removed. So that means no more cooking in the kitchen for at least a couple of days. And then you guys, as you can see right here, they're starting to bring in the new cabinets, and those probably won't be installed until tomorrow, but you can tell that these are nice and bright and white, and I love them already. I cannot wait to see the kitchen all the way done. So while those guys are working in the kitchen, I'm actually set up in the dining room to make these lunches. It's almost lunchtime, so I need to get this done quickly. And of course, I don't have any stove or a sink or even the microwave. So today we're going with some quick and easy sandwiches. So since I'm making PB&Js for all the kids, I'm gonna go ahead and set up my little sandwich assembly line. Now, thankfully, I have several loaves of bread in the freezer, so I can go ahead and pull them out over the week. We're getting reports of Hurricane Dorian coming soon, and bread and water are the first things to sell out. So now for these sandwiches today, I'm gonna go ahead and just do some creamy peanut butter. To go along with this, I'm also adding some strawberry jam. And now that I have all the sandwiches together, it's time to make them fun. I let all the kids pick out their own sandwich cutter. Jackson chose dinosaurs. Kenzie picked the princess crown. Griffin chose the star. And Lily chose the butterfly. Now, if you guys missed yesterday's video, you should definitely go check it out. I shared part 1 of my lunch room tour, which is basically a room where I keep all of my lunch supplies. And you'll probably be surprised, or maybe not so surprised, that I have a lot of lunch supplies. So definitely go check out that video. I will link it down below. Now, to go along with these sandwiches, Miss Lily requested pickles. And when I was at the store the other day, I found her favorite dill pickles. These ones are really cool. They come in this pouch and they're ready to go. But next to the pickles, I also found some pickled carrots. That sounds really interesting. And some pickled sugar snap peas. So I'm gonna go ahead and give some to each of the kids just so they can try them, and we'll have to see what they think. Then to go along with this lunch, I'm also gonna be giving the kids some of these Harvest Snap Crisps. These are so good. They come in lots of different flavors. I personally really like the spicy ones, but my kids prefer the Caesar flavored ones. Now, to go along with our sandwiches and our pickles, I'm also going to be throwing in this Baby Bell cheese. But this is actually the new mini roll variety. You know, Jackson, he really doesn't like regular Baby Bell cheese, but he likes these ones. In fact, everybody really likes these ones. So I'll go ahead and put one on each tray. If you've never seen these before, these taste more like a string cheese, and they're really fun to unroll. For our fruit today, I'm also going to be adding in some banana. I think that goes really well with the peanut butter and jelly. And I'm giving each child just half a banana. I think a full one would be a little bit too much for them. Then in this back corner, I will go ahead and add these Snap Crisps. And then last but not least, for the drink today, I let everyone pick out their own bottle. So some of the kids picked apple juice and some picked fruit punch. Time is over now, and it looks like the kids really like their PB&Js. So the plan for right now is to clean up everything and head on over to Animal Kingdom. We're being swarmed by birds.
Yeah.
They want your chips, man.
Please remember that. He got row 12.
We missed it. It was like...
Okay, are you ready, guys?
Oh my gosh. I recognize you guys from YouTube.
Oh, you do? I do. Nice to meet you.
Fudge family.
That's right. That's right. We have waited a long time for this ride before, so this is really cool.
They are at the moment. Now that hippo that was up on the rail there does look like that is the baby hippo that's part of the group here. They having even this much of their heads out is super duper rare. They like to hang out in the water. Get a pretty slow, sedate pace, but they are quite food motivated, so she probably found a snack that she wanted to eat. Giraffe would sleep packed migratory animals on Earth. About 1.6 million wildebeest make their...
It's running. It's cool. Oh, it's running. Wow. Why did the giraffe cross the road?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the road.
So, like I said, I was taking us to a spot with quite a few more giraffe. Here they are. Now, a group of giraffe is known as a tower.
Can you see the giraffes in there? They're kind of hiding. Do you see them, Lily?
Yeah.
There's
Now,
a lot of them
on
back
average,
there.
a fully grown giraffe is about...
There it is. Way back there.
It can reach about 6 feet. And past these lines, we're going to spot the water buck that we saw before. 50. I really recommend Googling Protect the Pride to learn more. We'll get another...
So what'd you think?
It was good.
That was a really good safari. We saw so many animals.
Uh-huh.
Which one was your favorite?
The flamingos.
The flamingos?
Uh-huh.
I think my favorite was the giraffe.
Okay.
They were so close.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go on the big roller coaster now?
roller coaster.
What's it called?
I don't know.
Expedition Everest?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Expedition.
No, Kenzie doesn't want to go. If you don't want to go, you don't have to go.
Okay, I'm not going then. It's too scary for me.
Too scary? No. Do you like Expedition Everest?
Yes.
Yeah. He loves wild rides. What'd you find? Oh,
I would get this one.
cute. They're so fuzzy.
This one. And look at the elephant.
What is that?
I
Let me
want
see.
A hyena.
A hyena? Oh, it's cute.
This one is an elephant and it comes with a baby.
You found an elephant? Griffin, Kenzie, Lily, Jackson. There it is, Expedition Everest. It's kind of a wild ride, but I love it. It is so fun. Then over here at the water, this is where they had the Rivers of Light night show, which is really fun, and there's awesome music, but we've seen it once, so I think we're gonna pass on that today. What I'd really like to do when we're done here is head on over to the Pandora area to see that once it's dark. We've never seen that before. It's supposed to look cool.
I like bubbles.
Now we do have a fast pass for this ride, but check it out. It's only a 5-minute wait. That is so low. The park is definitely not crowded today. I love it. Okay, so I just got off this ride with Jack and Lily, and they're going again. And I have to say, my tummy did get a little bit queasy on this ride, and that's because after it goes up, it actually goes backwards for a little bit, which is a little bit nauseous making, you know?
I don't see them.
Which definitely tickles my tummy a little bit, but I still love it. Hey buddy,
I don't think yo-yo.
when you get bigger, do you want to go on that?
What got one?
Yeah, when you get taller, it's gonna be scary. You want to try it? Yeah? Yeah, it's so fun. You want to go see dinosaurs now?
Uh-huh.
Let's go.
That wasn't them.
Those skies up there looking pretty dark.
When we came on Monday, we went to Epcot and it was crazy. And this weekend there's supposed to be a hurricane, so we're getting out and doing all this fun stuff while we still can. Because next week starts school. Now, I've gotten a lot of questions about the girls' dresses. I actually found these at Walmart and they were really inexpensive. But I do have to say that since we've been here, the bees won't leave the girls alone. In fact, Lily actually had a bee stuck in between the layers of her dress. So I don't know if I recommend these. And we've made it to Pandora. The park is going to be closing very soon. We have one more ride before we head on home. We're gonna go ahead and get on Navi River Journey because it's only a 10-minute wait. And the other ride is 85 minutes.
Walking, but it's a 19-minute wait.
It's not very crowded in here.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Hey guys, and welcome to Wednesday. So today I'm still in the dining room making lunch because our kitchen is completely unusable still. So for today's lunch, I thought it would be really tasty to make an Italian style rolled up sandwich. So for this, I'm starting with a tortilla. Next, I'm gonna spread cream cheese all over. This is just a ranch flavored cream cheese. Next, I'm going to add a few slices of cheese. Now, I would really like to use provolone here, but my kids don't really like provolone, so I'm going with some American cheese instead. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add some slices of salami. These are like huge slices, so I think I'm only going to need about 4. Then I'm going to go ahead and top that with a few slices of ham. And then because I want to make this more like a sub sandwich, I'm going to add a few more things. I went ahead and sliced up some pickles, very, very thin. I'm going to add those right on top. And then I'm also going to add some thin slices of onion. Not too much. I know my kids don't like a ton of onions, so just a little bit. And I'm probably going to end up making 2 or 3 of these so that everyone has enough. So now I'm just going to roll this as tightly as I can and then pop it into the fridge for a few minutes before I slice them up. Now, to go along with our rolled up sandwiches, I'm also going to give the kids some cucumbers. So I'm just going to go ahead and slice this up. I'm not going to peel it at all. Then I'm going to use my star-shaped cutter to cut out the center. And I'm going to add both pieces to the lunch tray. Now, I almost forgot. I definitely want to include some ranch to dip the cucumber in. So I put just a little bit in this silicone liner and I'm going to fit it in right here. For our fruit today, I'm going to be offering the kids applesauce. I have 3 different flavors. These are all unsweetened because they are plenty sweet just as they are. I have an apple cinnamon flavor, a strawberry banana flavor, and a blueberry flavor. And not a surprise at all of the kids picked the berry flavor. That's definitely their favorite. Now, to go along with this lunch today, I'm also going to be adding in some Pringles. I think chips go so well with sandwiches, definitely a classic combo. But these are actually the mac and cheese flavored Pringles. I'd actually never seen these before. The packaging says they're limited edition, so we definitely wanted to give them a try. I'm going to add just a few of these right onto the lunch tray. And then again for the drink today, since we're at home, the kids are just going to have some water. Okay guys, lunch is over and it was a huge success. I did go ahead and throw in an orange as well. I definitely wanted to use those up, but not all the kids liked the orange. Now that lunchtime is over, it's time to clean it all up and head over to the Magic Kingdom. Hello from Disney World. So tonight we're going to hang out at the Magic Kingdom. I have a theory that because Food and Wine is opening today and the new Star Wars land is open today, that Magic Kingdom should be pretty quiet. So we're gonna head on over there. I have a couple of fast passes and I have a sleepy baby. Are you sleepy? Oh, and sweaty. It's still hot, but I don't see any storms yet, although it is kind of windy.
I'm trying to get my drink.
just made it into the park and it's not super crowded. We decided to wear our Halloween clothes since the whole park is decorated like Halloween. Do you know what our first ride is? Oh! Do you know what our first ride is?
Peter Pan.
That's right. So Peter Pan shut down, so instead we got a line for the pirates.
Are you tired?
Surrender, Captain Sparrow, or my...
I am no chicken. I will not talk.
Want the round, don't you, boys? Measure my pursuer and no mistake. And by thunder,
What is going on?
Did it put down?
I don't know. We're stopped at the top. Oh my goodness.
It broke down.
Are you scared? No, it's fun.
Down. It broke down.
We're right at the top of the hill on a Big Thunder Mountain and it stopped. Oh, here it goes. They fixed it.
Watch out!
Hey, buddy. Was it fun? Were you scared? Do you want to do it again? Was it scary?
Let's go on this again.
Let's go again. It was super fun. For a minute there, I thought we would be walking off the ride because it stopped, but they fixed it. It was so fun. Griffin. Are you scared by the ducks? And that's why the ducks won't leave us alone, because some people are feeding them popcorn. Oh well.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Hey guys, I am super excited about today because the workers are back and they're installing the cabinets. Not the countertops yet, just the cabinets. But of course that does mean that I'm still making lunch at the dining room table and that it's gonna be something easy and no cook. Now it's been quite a while since I've made some homemade Lunchables, so that's what I'm going with today. And instead of using pepperoni, which is what I normally do for Lunchables, I've decided to use some Canadian bacon instead. So I just went ahead and cut those into quarters. That's like the perfect size to fit on a cracker. Next, I'm going to slice up some cheese. This is just good old American cheese. And for our crackers, I'm going with the classic Ritz crackers. Definitely one of the kids' favorites. Now for our fruit today, I really wanted to go something easy. So I picked up some pre-washed grapes from the grocery store. I'm gonna go ahead and decorate these with this cute little Mario pick. These Mario brothers are so cute. And then for our veggie, I decided to go with baby carrots because they're already washed and I don't have to cut them. So easy peasy, just add them to the lunch tray. But I almost forgot to make some room for the ranch, so I'll go ahead and rearrange this just a little bit. And then the last thing I'm adding to today's lunch is just a strawberry flavored yogurt tube. And then to drink, the kids are just gonna have water. Okay, lunchtime is over now and they did so good. Everybody really likes Lunchables. I definitely should make them more often. But apparently nobody wanted to eat the grape that fell into the ranch, and I don't blame them. It doesn't sound like a tasty combination. Hey guys, and welcome to Friday. So this morning we did a lot of running around, getting things in order for the potential hurricane this weekend. So because we were already out, we decided to just pick up some Happy Meals for the kids' lunches today. This is definitely a special treat. We don't get them too often. Now all the kids ended up getting chocolate milk, apple slices, and these teeny tiny French fries. Then both Griffin and Lily chose chicken nuggets, and the older kids chose hamburgers. And check out this cool Happy Meal toy, you guys. All the kids ended up getting the same toy, which I think is actually a good thing because then they don't fight over the toys. This looks like it's a Snoopy themed astronaut toy, which is an interesting combination. Okay guys, so here's a sneak peek of the kitchen. I'm loving it so far. It is so much nicer, but it is really difficult to live without countertops. And it's even harder to live without a kitchen sink. You know, I wash my hands all the time and doing dishes. That's been a challenge. I've had to wash things in the bathroom sink, so that's not very fun. And then of course that means I still have all of my plates and my dishes over here in the corner because they're not ready to go back in the cabinets yet. And then as far as hurricane prep, we've done a lot of things such as bring in our patio set. This is definitely not something that we want to have flying around outside, so we brought that inside. It's not super convenient, but at least it's safe. Also did some work in the garage. It's not totally organized yet. We still have boxes we haven't unpacked. But we did go ahead and make sure that there's enough space to bring in our car, just in case things get crazy and things are blowing around. We can at least pull our car inside if we need to keep it safe. One of the things that we really have stocked up on is water. So we have a huge amount of water in here and it's getting frozen. And then pretty much I've been working on pulling out everything else on our checklist. I went ahead and just printed this off of the redcross.com, and it has all these different things that we should get, like batteries and non-perishable items. I did go ahead and get more water and drinks. I think we're good on drinks. I have noticed that the stores around here are pretty much sold out of water, so I'm glad that we stocked up while we had the chance. We also got lots of snacks that are non-perishable, like trail mix and nuts. We have lots of beef jerky. We have lots of granola bars, several different kinds. Of course, I have more in the pantry as well. We have lots of canned food as well. I did buy lots of soup, but if you guys remember, I had quite a lot of emergency food storage in our old house. We did bring that with us, so we have those number 10 cans if we really need them. We did go ahead and stock up on our flashlights and our batteries. I have some candles. These aren't really emergency candles, but they will definitely do, and they'll smell nice, so that'll be good. We have an oil lamp, mac and cheese. We have lots of paper goods, just in case we can't wash anything. And then over here, I have my walking pharmacy bag. So any medications that we need, we have right in here, quick and easy. In case we need to leave, we can just grab this bag and take it with us. We have a full first aid kit. And then in this bag, we have things like diapers and wipes and hand sanitizer and things like that. This is actually our Disney park bag, and we just keep things in there ready to go. So far, I think the hurricane is going to miss us, but you just never know. Now, if things are looking really dangerous, we probably won't stay in Florida, but we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, guys, that is all for this week. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you in our next video.